We're in Mills River, North Carolina this afternoon. We're headed to Living Web Farms to pay a visit to Pat Battle. He's been doing some trials with CharGrow BioGranules, and we're going to take a look at the progress before he puts them in the ground.
Basically, to me, organic is a commitment to grow in a way that uses natural systems, that understands that fertility is a natural. It's got to do with sunlight, life,
biology, yeah.
and the genetics of the plants you're using. And if you simply don't get in the way of that and indeed allow it to be going full speed ahead, you have the vigor.
Yeah.
You don't need, we find ourselves using less and less fertilizer all the time, and more just cover crops. Cover crops.
Biology, less fertilizer.
More biology, more life, yeah. The number one thing we try to do is ensure maximum diversity. And if we have maximum diversity on all levels, in the soil, amongst the plant community, in the life that comes into the community, there isn't a good or a bad,
Yeah.
It's about balance, What I like about, the kind of plant mix that you guys are talking about and all that is that they are so based on life rather than, a formula of chemicals. Well, if you want to look at the roots of the CharGrow one compared to that, those are the two same thing. They were started on the same day, collards and collards. So that's what I'd look at. I'd look at the roots on this and the roots on that.
Oh yeah. So we got some good roots there.
Now let's look for a comparable.
The fact that the roots are so knitted like that, this looks like it's ready to transplant.
Yeah, they are. They all are ready to go in.
I mean,
they're just barely ready. They're about a week.
but when they start winding around like that,
It's time to start putting them in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
They're heading toward root mound.
Yeah. Okay, well the roots aren't as good on that one.
That's interesting.
Let's pull another one up to be sure.
So this happened to me last year. Okay, so this is CharGrow, and this is without CharGrow. This happened to me last year when I grew stuff. The CharGrow transplant is holding together. The one without it, it falls apart.
Well, this one here is not falling apart, but it's not as developed,
Yeah.
And yet it's got more top growth, and that's not a plus. If you're growing plants,
You want more root.
You want more root and less top growth,
Yeah.
because that's what's going to help pull the plant through the dry times when they go on the ground and all the stress and stuff.
So when did you first start using the biogranules? You remember? That was like,
It was probably in the 2005 or something, or
I was thinking 2006 maybe.
2006. Yeah,
When I
yeah,
first brought some.
Yep. And I remember still that first trial I did for you. I did a November trial on tomatoes, in that greenhouse that's designed, to be a winter greenhouse.
Oh, right,
so
up
they're
at sea.
And so they're just like totally shade stressed. They're all leggy and stuff, and it's November. I mean, it's just the wrong time of year to start tomatoes. But the ones without the CharGrow were about that tall, and the ones with the CharGrow were about that tall. Now they all were falling over and leggy. The CharGrow didn't keep them getting leggy. That's a question of light. But I took those to the CFSA conference at Clemson that year. And indeed, all of the really progressive, the growers that are always trying the newest stuff, the ones that, sought out the old Alice Chalmers G's and figured out that, always like on the cutting edge of everything, those guys became your regular customers. Because they all looked and went, yeah, I want that,
Yeah.
Anything that gives that much difference is an edge, And you didn't even have the results of your Virginia Tech trials at those times.
That's right, we didn't. Yeah, that happened.
But those guys were seeing that, and I remember my friend Janie Zitlow up in Seal, it's like, I want those granules because I always had trouble with germination. I have way less problem with germination now.